Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Isyabella. I'm from English Department, University of Muhammadiyah Prof. Dr. Hamka. So today in this video, I'm going to tell you about the ontology and the epistemology in qualitative research. Firstly, do you know about qualitative research? Qualitative research is a research method that is more focused on understanding social phenomena from the perspective of the participants by focusing more on a complete picture rather than breaking down into interrelated variables. Qualitative research can't be obtained or measured using statistical procedures. Qualitative research is often used as research on the life of a society. The data generated in qualitative research is descriptive data in the form of written words or the word of the actor being observed. This qualitative research aims to gain an understanding of what is being observed and to obtain new theories to serve as scientific work. The paradigm used in qualitative research is a natural paradigm based on a phenomenal view. All research disciplines are carried out in a paradigm. Research paradigm is understood as the basic beliefs on which the theory will be built, which is fundamentally influence how researchers perceive the world and define perspective and forms understanding of how things are interrelated. Conceptually, paradigms are basic assumptions. Research methodology is the study of research methods. Within philosophy, logic is known as the science of tools to achieve truth. When arranged in a certain systematics, research methodology is part of logic. The purpose of the research methodology itself is to describe the state of the relation between one thing and another, especially the causal relationship. Assessment of relations of variable will result generalization or general tendency. In general, the methodology of knowledge now contains elements that relate on an ongoing basis that form a systematical of science so that science can be accepted into existence. There are three problems that differentiate one knowledge from another, such as the difference between scientific knowledge and religious knowledge, namely ontology and epistemology. Now, what is ontology? Ontology is the branch of philosophy that studies concepts such as existence, being, becoming, and reality. It concludes the question of how entities are grouped into basic categories and which of these entities exist on the most fundamental level. Ontology is sometimes referred to as the science of being and belongs to the major branch of philosophy known as metaphysics. Ontology is often identified with metaphysics, which is also called proto-philosophy or the first philosophy. The issue of ontology is the main discussion in the field of philosophy discuss about reality. The nature of reality can indeed be approached in ontology from two different points of view. First, Quantitative by asking whether the reality is singular or plural. Second, qualitative by questioning whether this reality has certain qualities such as leaves that have a greenish color or fragrance rose. In simple terms, ontology can be formulated as a science that studies reality or concrete reality critically. In simple terms, epistemology is a subject that examines knowledge and its relationships with ultimate truth. Epistemology becomes an interesting discussion when linked with divinity because essential truth will only be owned by God. Therefore, the essence of essential truth, which is made the subject in epistemology, becomes the thing impossible to get by the thought and feeling of humans as creators created by God. As explained above, epistemology is an assumption about the basis of science, or grounds of knowledge, about how one begins to understand the world and communicate it as knowledge to others. What forms of knowledge can be obtained? How does one distinguish what is right and what is wrong? What is the nature of science? The basic question of epistemology implies whether it is impossible to identify and communicate knowledge as something hard, real, and tangible so that knowledge can attainable, or whether the knowledge is softer, more subjective based on experience and insight from the unique and important nature of a person, so that knowledge is something must be experienced personally. Okay, I think that's enough from me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.